A narrow cord. Am I live? Uh-oh. Am I live? Oh, I think I am live. Let me close the door. We will be starting in like 3 minutes. Hey guys, we're starting at 12 noon. I'm going to close my door. Come on, Marty. Come. Hey guys, I'm going to be going live in a couple of minutes, 12 noon. So I'm a little early. Here's my little cute chihuahua. You guys already know Marty. He doesn't leave my sight because I freaking love this guy. This is a great boyfriend right here. If you guys want to know about dating after divorce, date a chihuahua. All they want is really food and love. So easy. They don't ask for anything. Let me see where I can find comments. Okay, just remember, guys, while we're waiting, hi, I cannot see your names because I'm using a really cool platform called StreamYard that allows me to go live on a couple of platforms, including YouTube. So it's just great. But Facebook, StreamYard protects privacy for Facebook. So you have to, I think it says StreamYard/Facebook. Otherwise, just say your name. When you make a comment, just say your name. So then I know it's you, but I can't see the comments. I just don't know it's from. So we'll be going live in 2 minutes. My big thing is integrity for time. I try really, really hard to respect time, although it took me 3 times to go live now. It was giving me errors, which is why it's actually always good to be a little early. So hi, guys. Rivka! Yay. Today we are talking about my favorite subject, dating after divorce. So much fun. It really is fun. It's all mindset. It's all mindset. All mindset. Hey, Lauren. Hi, my lovey. Thank you for joining, guys. Again, I'm testing out the month of June, these lives 3 times a week. I don't know if I can sustain it because I'm working on a lot of different programs. I want to put a transformation program for women who kind of want to take it up. Beautiful, who want to take it up to the next level. So I'm working on a lot of those programs, but I'm doing my best. So we'll see how this week goes. And that's that. We're going to, 12 noon. Let's begin. Hi, everyone. I'm Revi Goldwasser, and this is Marty. He's so cute. So guys, today, again, thank you everyone for joining, my cute group. I'm so excited that we're here. Obviously, we're all like-minded. We're all women that are really focused on empowerment, on growth, on transformation, on improvement. I believe in that. That's really my mantra. The Fearless Woman mantra is, always learning, always growing, always improving myself until the Almighty decides to take me back. And divorce certainly, is a massive devastation in many of our lives. Hi, everybody. Again, I can't see your name. So hi, guys. Thanks for joining. And the biggest part of divorce is, dating. So this was a really big thing for me. And that's why I posted the discussion. I kind of like that I put the discussion earlier. And I wanted to share what people think about dating after divorce, right? Because let's face it, we want a partner. It's a normal human need. There is a need to have a partner, whatever man or woman, that's not even the point. Whatever makes you happy. I'm all about what makes you happy. You know that about me. It's a need. The challenge is when you're knee deep, right? So you can have needs, which are very normal, very critical, important for you to know. Hi, Lori, thanks for joining, Lovey. But it's when you're needy that all the drama starts. So I posted that little discussion this morning, and look at what people said. So again, like attracts like. So look at the stuff that people wrote. By the way, I was in this boat. I'm obviously not anymore, but I had the same mindset. Tia said intrigue. I kind of like that one. So that's healthy. I like intrigue, but it's almost a little dangerous. Jennifer wrote no arguing. Wonderful conversation. So, but she put the wonderful conversation with a no arguing, right? So this was positive and a negative pull. So she's again in that mindset of the arguing, which obviously came from the marriage. Erica was wary. Rivka said fear. Rena and Sarah both said fear and rejection. So can you already see what's happening in the mindset of dating? These are the fears people have. Rochelle said she's scared to trust. Diane, Lisa said getting hurt. Mine was when I broke up with my husband, I was like, what man is going to want me? I actually thought no man would want me. Like that's what came into my head. So what happens with dating after divorce, the massive paradigm shift, the biggest takeaway I can tell you from what I've learned and what I experienced and then what I implemented and did and where I am even now, is that it's not about them, right? It's about us. That shift right there, when again, it's all about our power, tapping into our power. That's the fearless woman. The fearless woman taps into her power. We tap into our own power. So what happens with dating is we make it about the guy, and that's wrong. So all of a sudden we're like, I won't trust him. All of a sudden I'm like, he's going to reject me. He's not going to like me. He's going to argue with me. You know, he's going to hurt my feelings. So all of a sudden we're giving all our strength, all our power, everything about our God-given beauty. We are beautiful as to who we are in our ways. Guys, we've been married. So, you know, like we had men and we've had men in our lives. And I know you've had energy and you've gone out and there's sometimes you feel energy with guys, you know, it's there. So the biggest mindset transformation when it comes to dating after divorce is that it's not about the guy. I don't give a crap about him, honestly. You know, guys, we've gone through a friggin' divorce. There are some women here again that are married, not yet divorced, and there are some women who've been in long-term relationships, but same thing. When we survive that, I call it survival. I remember a friend of mine when I said to her, and when I was working on launching the tribe and putting some mission statements, I said, you know, divorce survivor or something. And she's like, survivor? I'm like, yeah, survivor. Like married women, married men, single women that, you know, are younger, never been married, maybe parents that are married, like they don't understand what we've gone through. So guys, if we can survive a divorce, we can survive dating. Like dating is cake. Dating is like, oh my God, this is piece of cake. Because if we can break up and survive the calamity of a divorce and breaking up the family, dating actually should be fun. See, and that's the other mindset transformation of dating, is that we think of dating as the power's in the guy. No, the power's in us. And the other element is that it's Disneyland. Like you need to treat date. And this is what I did when initially it was really, really bad, and I'll talk about it. But then it kind of the light bulb went off and my whole attitude shifted. Think about dating as rides. There's the Space Mountain ride. There's the, you know, what is it called? Around the World ride. I haven't been to Disney World in so long, Disneyland. So when you start having that type of mindset shift, you lighten up. And this business of being scared to trust and being hurt and you know, arguing, it just goes away. Because now, instead of focusing on all that stuff, we're focusing on, do I want to go on Space Mountain, like go out with a guy who looks kind of racy? Or do I want to go to, you know, what's it called? It's a Small World. I mean, everyone loves that, right? Nice, normal, you know, a gentleman that looks normal, he looks sweet, maybe he's not so cute, whatever, like, okay, he looks, you know, that kind of thing. So when you start taking that attitude, the energy changes. And when the energy changes, you then attract a different kind of man. See, if you're going in there saying, I'm scared to get hurt, you're gonna get hurt. If you go in there and say, I'm gonna have, you know, I'm gonna have somebody that I'm afraid that I won't trust them, you will attract predatorial men. It is actually like that. The more emboldened and empowered you are in the mindset of dating, making it about you, making it about Disneyland, making it about checking out all these different rides, because after a marriage of 10, 15, 20 years, you should be going on a lot of rides. Because here's what will happen without question. You'll end up getting a guy. You will. You're going to get a boyfriend. And when you get a boyfriend, you don't get to go on all those rides. Now you're stuck on one ride. And we already know how that works too, because we've been married for so long. Obviously, there's a lot of good in it. It's not bad. But do you understand the mindset? Like when you start dating with that type of energy of saying, you know what, let me go out there and try different rides. Because see, you think you know exactly what you want. I'm here to tell you that you have no idea what you want. You just don't. You're a completely different woman. You are a changed human being. After the divorce, after being married, after having all of that, you are a completely changed human being. So you actually have no idea what you like. The only way to know what you like is to go on lots of rides on Disneyland and to try all, even if there's a ride that you would never really go on, like the submarine ride. I'm like, I would never go on the submarine ride. Go on the submarine ride. Like that's the concept of dating. So what happens is you're having fun. You're exploring different types of men, older men, younger men, ethnic men. Be open-minded. Have a general parameter. Like I don't, you know, obviously, you know, do you have a job? Do you work? Do you have kids? Like I know that when it came to dating for me, it was very important for me to date a man who had kids because I want him to understand that. But there's some people that are like, I don't want the kids because, you know, for whatever reasons, like, so you have to know basic stuff. But if you're going to make these requirements of he needs a yacht and he needs a private jet and he needs to own 20 real estate buildings and he needs to support me and take care of me, you're coming in from a place of lack. You're coming in from a place of lack. So you're not, does it make sense? Somebody wrote here, does it make sense if I'm afraid to make it about myself? Does it make sense if I'm afraid to make it about myself? This is such a powerful statement that this yummy woman wrote. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know your name because on the StreamYard, it doesn't tell me names. First of all, you should always make it about yourself. Dating and life and living life should always be about you. I think one of the things that many of us have learned from the divorce, and this is what I'm passionate about, is that many of us made it about our husband, made it about that, and we completely forgot about ourselves. So now that we've gone through that tikkun, which is the lesson, the growth, the transformation, you're damn right you're going to have to make it about yourself. What concerns me about what you just wrote is that you're afraid to make it about yourself. So that's the one word. I'm very into words. Like when I hear one word, I have bionic ears because my core profession is a recruiter. I own a recruiting business, Wall Street Personnel, 20 years. I think I've spoken to over 10,000 job seekers in the last 2 decades. So I hone in on words because to me, words is everything I need to hear. So you're afraid. So what I'd love to ask you, great, Lisa, I love that I can make it about me now. Yes, of course you're going to make it about me. You can and you will. What I'd love to ask that one woman who wrote that is, what is it that makes you afraid to make it about yourself? See, excuse me, I have my water here. Excuse me, guys. When you have fear, you need to ask yourself, what is it? What is that fear? So when you're saying, I'm afraid to make it about myself, what is it about yourself that makes you afraid? It's usually worth. So the fearless woman never compromises her worth. Like that's my mantra too, right? We don't compromise our worth, period, end of story. To a point that, yeah, if there's no guy out there that's good enough for you, then there's no guy out there. I mean, I'm very whole with me not having a man. I'm okay with that because I've experienced marriage and divorce, and I'm okay with that. So that strength of being okay with not having a man, do you know how powerful that is for dating? Think about it. When you don't need a man, my name is Christina, and I'm in tears asking myself that. Oh, honey, tears are very good. By the way, I believe that crying is very, very healthy. You know, I used to tell my ex-husband, there's people who cry and there's people who scream. There's something about crying that's a total release. I think it's really, really healthy. So I believe in crying because it's a way for your body to release whatever suppression that you have about yourself. So you have to ask yourself that. So usually what happens is an issue of worth, Christina, my love. And that's okay, because the good news is that now what's the beautiful thing about that is that now you're finally self-aware. So what happens? We don't know this about ourselves because we are the passenger in our life, and I'm all about now being the driver in my life, right? I don't want you to be the sheep. I want you to be the shepherd. I don't want you to be the passenger. I want you to be the driver. I mean, to a certain element, there is the world as a whole that we can't control, but I want you to be conscious of where you're driving, because we as passengers have now, many of us are like 20 years later, we're like, what the F? How did this happen? That's what happened to me 5 years ago. I'm like, is this my life? Is this who I've become? Who am I? But the beautiful thing about that, Christina, is that the self-awareness is transformation. That's a fearless woman who faces the fear. I have this really cool picture in the back. Next time I'll do my live there. In Wall Street, there's that bull, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar in New York. There's that bronze bull, and like 5-6 years ago, they put a little bronze little girl in there with her hands on her hips. Bring it on. Bring it on. Like the more you're emboldened with facing the fear, which is not true, we make up this crap in our head. We have to dig into that because it's not true. The stronger you become. So that's all part of the dating and getting out there, is that you feel like you don't have worth. You feel like I can't really, think of myself because, maybe he's the one. What time is it? I try to keep our lives to 30 minutes. So we're halfway into it. So that's the mindset. Now, there's something very sexy about a woman who goes in there thinking about herself. Christina, believe it or not, you become one hot tamale when you make it about yourself, because you emit an aura and an energy that, albeit invisible, it's palpable. It's there. So it's a decision, Christina, and anyone else that's listening now or later, that we have to make about ourselves. That we are hot tamale, that we have a lot to offer, and we are going to make it about ourselves, because after going through that divorce, man, we can do anything. We can dump the guy, break up the guy. We can go out with 10 men. We can go out with no one. We can go out with a woman. I don't care what you do. It's your decision. It's your life. The best part about our world today is that anything is possible. Obviously, be safe, be healthy, be smart. Don't do stupid things. I don't need to tell you guys that. You're all smart, educated women that are mothers and that have experienced things. So I want to share some things that I did that I think will help you with a mindset of dating. So, as I mentioned earlier, consider it Disneyland. It is totally Disneyland. See, if you go in there saying, okay, well, this is about discovering me, like, different ages, different religions. I mean, I'm Jewish. I dated Catholic men. I went on a lot of rides, a lot. I love them all. I mean, there was a couple that were psycho. There were a couple that were crazy. There was some drama. There were some that I got hurt, of course, but that's all part of it. Where's the link for tonight? Oh, for the Zoom tonight. Yes, I haven't even, it's going to be really small. I do a Zoom support group. I still haven't really advertise it, so it's still going to be very small. fearlesswoman.co/Zoom. $5. And then instead of me looking at myself on the screen, I get to look at you guys, and we get a dialogue. It's $5. Monday at 12 noon and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Again, I just started it last week, testing it for the month of June, seeing how it is. An online support group. You know what? I'll even put it here. www.fearlesswoman.co/Zoom. So do sign up, guys, if you want to also have that dialogue. There it is, and you register right there. Okay. So here's some tips for dating after divorce. So here's the mindset. First of all, when you guys start dating, it's not about you selling yourself. It's not about you, being perfectly dressed, perfect makeup, like being so perfect. And no, you just think of it like Sharon. Think of it like when you buy a really cute shirt at Macy's or, whatever, Saks, and you love the shirt and you tell all your friends about it. Look how cute the shirt is. You should really get it. They had it in 5 different colors. That's how we date. See, we don't date like saying, oh my God, which shirt will look nice on me? No, we're like, this is who I am. This is who I am. Like, this is the shirt that I bought. So now you're not selling yourself. It's not like, oh, look how great I am. Do you like me? Right? It's about, hey, what's up? What's going on? What are we going to eat? Or what are you drinking for coffee? You're just showing up. So that's part of it. I have a little list here that I do. The second part is, this mindset again, that we're worried about me. Oh my God, are they going to like me? Are they going to like my hair? Am I going to be smart enough? He's a doctor. Like, I didn't go to college, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, stop. You're making it all about yourself. You're just showing up. You're just showing up. We're trying this ride. Are you going to be in the middle of the ride, in the front of the ride? And that's what we're doing. The other part is that a lot of women, I did it too, we think we have to be friggin' perfect. There was on the Zoom last week, a beautiful woman from New Zealand that has stuff. I mean, there's a lot on her plate. She went out there and started dating, and she found a guy she really liked. Man, she just was like showing up. She's like, here's my stuff. This is what's happening in my life. Take it or leave it. Like, it's not perfect. She's not perfect Goldilocks, perfect. No. She's got this going on, that going on, court drama, this and that, but she's secure, she's strong, she's ready to date. This is who she is. So it's not doing it right, it's doing it from the heart. See, when you're truly authentic and being who you are when you date, and the way you truly authentic, this is what I learned. I think someone's at my door, and my chihuahua, hold on guys, once. I'm going to grab my little chihuahua. Stop, Marty Poo. He's so cute. When I play Mahjong. And guys, hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm going to grab my chihuahua because he's barking. Sorry, guys. Oh. Sorry, guys. Somebody rang at the doorbell, so my chihuahua started barking. I learned this pivotal, this was huge for me. You know how you are with your best friends? When you hang out with your best friends and you're like drinking a glass of wine, or you're laughing, or you're crying, or you're in your PJs, you know how natural you are, how just completely, how you flow, how you're just, nothing is suppressing you, nothing is compressing you, and you're just who you are. That is how you show up to dating, just like that. When you show up to dating in that beautiful woman that you are on a date and it clicks, that's a great guy for you. Because what happens, we show up to be something we're not. When I first started dating, I used to take 2 hours to get dressed to go meet a guy for a cup of coffee. I mean, I showed him Revy version number 10 on date 1. Man, I learned that real fast. Within a couple of months, I changed that. They didn't get Revy version number 10 until they earned it. And many didn't even get there. Do you understand how the mindset changed? Like, I am not, dressed like you're going to see me in a t-shirt and jeans and flip-flops, or meet for coffee. Sometimes I even met them after my workout and yoga. And you guys saw me the other day. My hair was wet. I'm showing up as me. Like, I've been married. I've gone through a divorce. I went through hell. I have nothing to prove. Like, you don't get to see hot, sexy me until you've earned it. So you're not seeing that. Just like with my girlfriends, when I go and I play mahjong with them and hang out with them, I'm showing up in my sweats and I'm relaxed. That's authentic. There's a lot of men that love that. And that's the kind of man that I want. I don't know the kind of man you want, but that's, again, the kind of stuff that you need to think about. Not what he wants. I don't care. I do not care what he wants. I do not care. That's the power that you have to tap into. You have to be so secure in yourself. And the way you have to be secure is you have to say, you have to be okay being without a man. See, because when you are okay to be alone, I know some people are lonely. There is a difference between being alone and being lonely. Being lonely just means you need to be busier. Being alone is a concept of a physical entity, a physical existence. And that can be daunting. But we were alone when we were married. By the way, when we were married, we wanted to be alone. And now all of a sudden we're afraid to be alone. It's kind of, that's why I talk about when Christina mentioned that, she's afraid. What is it? Many times you will find that it's just not true. It's not true. And showing up on a date, obviously I'm not saying to go and like sweaty and gross. I had such a story one time with this guy I'll never forget. He wanted to meet me. We chatted, we connected on who knows what, at Match, J-Date. I was on all of them. And he was working out at LA Fitness and I was doing my bar. And he's like, well, let's meet afterwards. I said, okay. I'm like, we'll meet afterwards. And I remember meeting him for breakfast at First Watch. And he showed up. The man was dripping in sweat. I mean, I was vomiting. Like, and this guy was success. I mean, he fit my requirement. You need to have hair, you need to have teeth, like that. That's how it gets. I know you need to work, have a business, etc. And he showed up. He showed up at, and I said to him, I'm like, why are you sweating? He goes, oh, I just ran, 8 miles on the treadmill. I never saw him again. I mean, you can't show up like that. I was in a bar. It's an AC place. I'm not really sweating. So, but I like that he showed up that way, but that's extreme. Okay. But you don't show up in your, stilettos and sexy pants and sexy dress on date one. Hell no. They got to earn that. You gotta earn that with me. I have to make sure that you deserve to see that side of me. The beginning has to be truly who you are. And the way you know who you are, guys, that's how I figured it out. Because when I left my husband, I had no clue who I was. I didn't even know what food I liked to eat. I'd go to the grocery store. I would get so overwhelmed at the grocery store that I would burst into tears and leave. I didn't know what I liked to eat. I'd go to a restaurant. I didn't even know what I liked to eat because every time I went out with my husband, he ordered everything and I just shared. So I was like, I used to go on a date, and when I'd have dinner with a guy, I used to be like, I'm not even used to reading a menu. Let's read it. Now I know exactly the coffee I want. I know exactly the food I want. Now I know exactly where to go at the grocery store. But this doesn't happen overnight. It does take some time. What time is it? Eek, 12:24. Here's the biggest tip, the biggest tool for dating is you cannot attach to the date. So what happens? We get all excited. We finally get to the point of we're going to go out with a guy. And we do this ridiculous thing. We're like, he's the one. He's the one. He's going to be the one that I'm going to maybe marry again, or we're going to move in together, or he's going to save me. He's going to be the right father of my kids. We put all these requirements and rules on the guy. And 99% of the time, it's not like that. So this energy of desperation and lack and demand and expectation is put so much on the date that it's just not going to work. Doesn't work that way. What you do is you focus on the why. See, I know that when I started dating, for me, my why was finding a kind, gentle, amazing man. I had certain ideas of what that looked like, and it pretty much fell into it, although some things didn't, because it never is perfect. We have baggage too. But I was attached to the end result. I wasn't attached to the man that I was having coffee with. If you attach to the man that you're having coffee with, you're screwed. You're coming in from lack. You're coming in from desperation, needy expectation. You're gonna screw it up. And if that's a really good guy and a healthy man, he's gonna run away from you. And the predatorial, stinky kind of guy will be like, perfect, little Bambi over here, and I'm the hyena. So the mindset is the end result. It's like playing baseball. You're going to keep hitting. You'll hit a lot of fouls. You'll get a lot of strikeouts. And maybe every now and then you'll hit it to first base. But man, oh man, you and I both know that you will hit a home run. You just will. It's just the law of numbers. It's the law of the universe. If you focus on the end result, the end, the why of why you're dating, and not on the friggin' text or the swipe or the, hey, beautiful, good morning, or the dinner, or you're golden. You're golden. That is a fearless woman dating from a mindset of it's all about me. It's all about me. So that's how I did it. That's truly like, I'm showing up here telling you what I discovered from such a place of quicksand. I was in quicksand. And now to me, I'm honestly at the top of Mount Everest. That's how strong and emboldened and empowered and fearless I am, because I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm not afraid to not have a man. I'm A-okay with all of it. I'm okay with all of it. I'm good. And that is sexy. I get men propositioning me all the time. And it's quite funny. Obviously, when you're not interested is when it happens. Like, this is how, and by the way, there's a man for every, there's multiple men for a woman, there's multiple women for men, there's multiple men for men, whatever makes you happy. Experience whatever it is that you want. I'm telling you that as well. Stop with these rules, stop with these society. Stop. This is about you. Okay, guys, it is 12:28. I'm gonna, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But again, to really wrap it up again, you're showing up when it comes to dating. It's about what you want. It's about going to Disneyland, right? Just as a recap, it's not about doing it right. It's just about doing it from your heart. It's about showing up truly authentic in who you are. And how do you know who you are? Look at your best friends. When you go out with your girlfriends, how are you? That is truly how you should be with a guy. When you show up free like that, that's true freedom. That is when you're going to attract the right man and it's going to click. Because when you really are truly authentic to who you are, and then you go out on that date and the guy likes you, you're not trying. This business of trying so hard is repelling. It's repulsive. It's lack. It's needy. It doesn't work. Showing up just free. Guys, we've been married and we have our kids. Check mark, check mark. We kind of know what it's all about. It's not like being 20 years old again and getting married and having that Cinderella story. It's not true. And that's okay too. Having a relationship, none of it is easy, but we want to have a relationship. I want a boyfriend. I want a man in my life. I want a man in my bed. I want that, but I don't need it. I don't need it. And that shift is what changes everything. Okay, guys. Mwah. So Zoom tonight at 8 p.m. fearlesswoman.co/Zoom. I got some more comments. The more I hear you, the more I grow. You guys are so welcome. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I repeatedly get told it's intimidating. Seems like the problem. That's right. It's their problem, not mine. Who's telling you it's intimidating? Forget about it. Yeah, there's going to be guys. I had guys that I really liked that never called me. They said they were going to call me. They didn't call me. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they didn't call me. Fine. Like, I'd rather a guy be honest with me after date 1 or 2 than friggin', play games with me. I'm done with the mind drama. So insightful. Thank you, Bernadette from South Africa. Come on. I love South Africa. Where? Johannesburg, Cape Town. Oh, there's my Layla. Yummy. Okay, guys. So that's good. So that's my little tidbit on dating after divorce. I'm going to go live again tomorrow. But again, I think I'm going to be shifting the weekly lives because I do coaching and I also am working on some group group coaching, which I really prefer. This is great, but the problem is I can't see you guys. I need to see you. I need to like lock eyes with you. So I think the group coaching on Zoom, which is what I'm working on, some transformation programs, will be great. But hopefully tonight you'll join me for Zoom, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 noon. Okay, get out there, start dating, have fun, go on all the different rides: the submarine ride, the space mountain ride, the train ride, the friggin', you know, Pirates of the Caribbean. Do them all. Have fun, because it's great. It's about you. Okay, guys, ciao.